Hi, everybody. This is Mike. Oops. Sorry about that. Hi, everybody. This is Mike with Boost, and this is a webinar for interpreters on how to use the Boostlingo scheduling platform. We'll begin a little bit in about 2 to 3 minutes past the hour. Just waiting for a few other people to log in, and we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you for everybody for joining me, and we'll be right back. Hang on tight. Hi, everybody. This is Mike. We will begin shortly, just giving everybody an update. It's about 3:03 Pacific time, 6:03 p.m. Eastern time. We will begin shortly, a little bit after the hour. We're just waiting for a few other people to log in, and we will get started. Thank you for your patience. Bye. Hi again, this is Mike with Boostlingo. Just want to welcome everybody to this presentation on the Boostlingo scheduling platform. Well, we will begin very, very soon. Just want to give a few more people to have a chance to log in and straighten out their audio issues and make sure that they can see the screen. A couple of housekeeping. We'll go over some of the housekeeping stuff real quick. If anybody's not familiar with GoToWebinar and how to use that and how to ask questions, want to make sure everybody can hear me. So just maybe by a show of hands, if everybody knows how to use the chat window. There we go. Thank you so much. Everybody can hear me. Thank you. So everybody's going to be here on mute. If anybody has any questions throughout the webinar, this will be recorded, so we'll be able to share this with you later on. Your respective LSCs, language service companies you're working with, you will be able to contact them and get the recording in a couple of days once it's been formatted. But if anybody has any questions throughout this presentation, please just use the chat option in the GoToWebinar on your screen. And I will do my best to answer those questions. So just another couple of maybe just 1 minute, and we'll go ahead and get started. Yeah, so there's only audio here. We do not, or there's no video or anything like that. So you should just be able to see my screen. For the person that asked the question, am I connected to audio only? Yes, it's only audio. You should only be able to see my screen, but there's no video connection. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. This will be recorded, and others that are joining late will just have to listen to the recording later. So again, thank you for joining us. I know it's a little late for some of you, and maybe a little early for others. I do appreciate taking the time and participating in this. I don't see if we're going to be going over an hour. We might. I am scheduled for that. If it does take a little longer, I am here so to answer questions if necessary, but I don't see it going more than 1 hour for this training webinar. My name is Mike, and I'll be your moderator. We'll be going over the Boostlingo Interpreter scheduling platform, both from the web perspective and on the mobile app. We'll cover some of the key agenda items, such as accessing the web and mobile apps, how to navigate those web and mobile apps, kind of get familiar with it, some of the basic benefits of one versus the other, and then how to access your appointments, how to work with your appointments, and how to see the details of the appointments and whatnot. And then we'll go through a quick demo of the solution, both from the web and mobile. I'll show you how to pretty much access the appointment and accept appointments, review assigned appointments, upload signatures, chat boxes, and all those other key features of the Boost scheduling platform. And then we'll wrap it up with some Q&A and access to documentation, as well as self-paced user guides that you can use at your own convenience. If you'd like to install the app, go ahead and do so. No issues there, and you can follow along that way. All right, let's go ahead and Next slide. Slow. Accessing the Boost mobile app. Now, some of you may have been invited already to the application. If you have not, please simply go to the Boostlingo Interpreter app, either from your iOS Apple Store or your Android Google Play Store. Just type in Boostlingo space Interpreter. It's two names, Boostlingo Interpreter, and this will allow you to download the Boostlingo Interpreter app. Notice that the logo will have kind of a Boostlingo sign or logo on there. It looks like an infinity sign with a circle around it. That's the correct app to download. You will be able to use your credentials or that you should have already been provided to by your LSC. If not, you will be so shortly. Your credentials will be your email and the password that you would have created for your account. Some of you may have been invited to a branded URL. Others may have been just invited to our generic app.boostlingo.com URL. You can use either one to log into the web portal. So it doesn't matter which URL you're going into. Please note, if you did forget your password, you are able to reset your password, and I'll show you in a little bit where to do that. You can reset your password. You will get a password reset link, which you'll have to click on from your email and then just type in a new password. There is a password complexity that is described in that email and on the web portal, so make sure that you follow the password complexity. And one other thing to note is that some of you may have been invited from behind the scenes through our system, and your profile may have been already configured, such as your name, your address, your phone number, and some of the other key details, general details about your profile. For those that do not have their profile completed, when you initially log in, you will be prompted with a pop-up that asks you to complete this detail. This detail, such as the address and phone number, today can only be completed through a computer. So you're not able to complete your profile except for your first and last name on the mobile device. So please keep that in mind, that if you do not update your address and you do not update your phone number, your mobile phone, you won't receive text messages, and you will not be able to calculate the distance to the location for the on-site appointment. So it's very important that if your profile has not been completed, you log in from a computer and complete that profile. Let's go to the next screen here. All right. So just a couple of login issues I want to address. Some of you on this call may have already been working with an existing agency or have been invited by an existing agency that is using Boostlingo. You are able to use a single app and a single user credential, your email and password, to work for multiple agencies. However, if you are invited by another agency and have already an existing account in a previous agency, you may notice that your account is when you're accepting the invite, it will say that you already belong to a different agency. So there is a way to accept this invite, but it's done a little bit differently. So what you'll have to do is either log into the branded URL or log into app.boostlingo.com and just follow the next steps that I'm about to show you in a video. Now let's get to this video. So again, this, just to clarify, is for you to be able to work for multiple agencies, you have to accept the invite through this process. Let's go ahead and click on this here, and we're going to watch a quick video. So you're going to log in with your credentials, and you'll notice in the top right corner there's going to be a little profile. It might not be your picture right now if you haven't updated your profile information, but it'll look like a gray silhouette. Go ahead and click on that, and then there'll be a little button, LSCs. In here, you will be able to select the different clients you can work for. There's a button to accept those invites. This is the way you will be able to toggle between different agencies if you do work for different agencies. So in here, you would have a list of all the agencies that you're working with. Some agencies you may only be doing on-site. Some agencies you may have the ability to do OPI VRI. We're not covering OPI VRI today. That'll be done on a separate webinar in a couple of weeks. Oops. So let's talk a little bit about navigating the web portal and mobile apps. And after this PowerPoint, we're going to get into a full demo. I'll show you the actual platform. Oops. Go through here. So once you log into the mobile app, you will see a screen such as this, which has the key components at the top here. So you have completed, on-demand, appointments. You want to go ahead and click on appointments. You'll be offline and online. Offline, online has no bearing on on-site appointment work, so just keep that in mind. That's just for OPI VRI. You may or may not have permissions to do that. Select the Appointments tab, and in here you will see a further breakdown of the appointment tabs, such as invitations, accepted appointments, confirmed appointments, and in-progress appointments. Invitations are appointments that you have been invited to. Accepted appointments are appointments that you have indicated you are ready to or are available for. Confirmed are appointments that you have been scheduled for, and in progress are appointments that are in progress. And we'll cover that a little bit more in detail in a second. Furthermore, on the completed tab, which you can find to the left-hand side on your mobile app, here it is right here. These are all your completed appointments, appointments that require actions, such as maybe updating a signature or revising the time, start and end time of the appointment. And also you will find in the top left corner, 3 little bars, which can access your profile information, different LSCs that you are working with, settings, where you'll be able to send the logs or errors or do some additional edits to your profile. We'll cover that later on the live demo. So a couple of quick things, differences and benefits between web and mobile. The benefits of the mobile is that you have access and you can respond to appointments while on the road. So with the web portal, you have to be logged in through a computer. Now there are notifications that will be sent to you. You will be receiving notifications on your phone, so you don't always have to be logged in, but having the mobile app is extremely useful because you can respond to and type and text and communicate directly from your mobile phone. So meaning you can be mobile, you can be anywhere you are and communicate and accept appointments. You can access driving directions. You can do that through the web app as well, but it's not helpful if you're not in a car and you're not driving. So you can access Google Maps directly from your mobile app. You can communicate instantaneously using the notes section within the assignments. And you have the ability to use digital signatures, so paperless signatures when you have to sign a work order or a statement of work or some kind of form that is required for your signature or the client's signature. You can do that directly from your mobile phone, so you don't have to print anything out. If you're using the web, you have to have something printed and then uploaded later through the web. So it saves you time by not having to do things later. And you can also revise and adjust start times immediately after the appointment has completed or while it's still in progress if it hasn't completed yet. Some benefits of the web portal is everything above, except obviously the ability to be mobile, right? Unless you're bringing your computer with you. And the ability to upload additional documents as well as a signed work order. So with the web portal, you can upload different format types or different documents, which is you cannot do today through the mobile app. But the goal is to eventually have everything that can be done through the web done through the mobile as well. And additional benefit of the web portal is the ability to upload expenses to assignments such as parking costs or toll bridges or any other type of expense that could or may not be approved. So I want to cover really quickly some of the workflow, some of the stages of appointments. So the first stage is broadcast. This is a new appointment that has been sent out to interpreters, to you. So this is going to appear as invitations. You will be able to accept this invitation, in which case the appointment will then become confirmation pending, meaning the LSC or the agency you're working for has not yet confirmed you for this appointment. So, and then scheduled. Scheduled are highlighted in green on the web portal and shaded differently on the web. These appointments you have been confirmed for. So the appointments that you are actually going to on site and do work for are scheduled appointments. Broadcasted appointments are ones you've been invited to. Confirmation pending means that there might be some additional interpreters that need to be scheduled for that appointment, some additional information that could be provided to you before it becomes scheduled. So scheduled appointments are the ones that means that you should be showing up to and working. Then you have the in-progress appointments. These are appointments that you should be already at the site and providing interpretation services to. And completed appointments. There's a few other stages of appointments, such as archived and canceled, which we can get into a little more detail later. So signatures in the web. Now, I'll cover this more on the demo that I'll do shortly. But you're able to upload through the mobile app. You can upload signatures using digital signatures. You can't upload any other type of document. But through the web form or the web portal, you can upload printed forms that you've later scanned or taken a picture of, saved on your computer, and you can upload them to the web portal under the assignment. The first thing is the appointment must be scheduled, right? There's nothing to upload or there's no sign form to sign if the appointment is not scheduled or completed. Do a quick screenshot of that appointment form. And you can see at the top right here, it'll say this appointment requires signature. So in order for this appointment to become completed and hence invoiced by you or to get paid for it, you have to sign the appointment. And there's a little tab right here called Print View. Now this is through the web portal. So this is not, again, through the mobile app. I'll cover the mobile app shortly. You want to click on this drop-down menu here and download the print form. So the print form is only going to be available to you once the appointment has been scheduled. So once the appointment has been completed, you will need to then upload this signed form back to the web portal. Click on the sign option. So in a completed appointment, I'll show you this. In a completed appointment, there's a little sign option. Whether the appointment is in progress or in a completed stage, you will see a little sign button right here on the right-hand side. There'll be an additional sign button next to the notes section. You'll want to click on that, and then it'll give you the option to upload an appointment. Or I'm sorry, upload a signed form. Digital signatures are a little different. Digital signatures can be done on the in progress or on the completed. Step one is you'll have to click on the tab or open up the appointment that has either been completed or in progress. And on the bottom, you will see an option, confirm and sign. The first step on confirming or signing a digital signature is making sure that you've updated the start and end time. So did this appointment start at 2 and end at 2:15 or whatnot? You can update that by clicking on Update Start Time from your mobile app. Step 4 is to sign the form. Now, in some cases, your agency may only request that you have your signature there or only the client's signature or both. So keep in mind that when you sign the first half, if it's not saying upload and next, that means that there's another signature that it needs. So this is what it looks like in progress. Just really quickly, you'll see an in progress tab here. Click on this appointment, click on sign on the bottom, and exactly the same form. Now, if it's not required, you can skip this option. And that's about it. I'm gonna go quick stop and see how many questions we have and just see if there's a all right, so somebody's asking what the address is. I'm just going to go ahead and type that back in, but it's app.boostlingo.com. But it also can be your private or branded URL that your agency is using as well. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into a live demo. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and log in as an interpreter, and I'm logging in again. I'm going to go ahead and log in as an interpreter account. If I forgot my password, I can click on this right here, and it'll send me a password reset link. Remember, I'm going to go ahead and enter in here. I'm logging in through the web portal. And the first thing that you'll see when you log in is a welcome to the dashboard screen. This is a self-guided tour of the platform, and I highly encourage everybody on this call to become familiar with this. This will guide you through the platform and introduce you to the features and functionality of the Boostlingo scheduling platform. Just by clicking next, I can go through and it'll explain to me all the tabs, all the options, and how to access and work with appointments. Now, some of you, when you initially log in, you may not see all this information in here, but this is the interpreter web portal. I'm going to give you a quick little high-level overview of this. To navigate this portal, it's important to understand that all the modules are on the left-hand side here. So to navigate the portal, I can click on my Appointments tab, where I'll get my calendar view, my invoices, so I can invoice my agencies, and this is subjective. It depends on how your agency wants you to be paid or invoiced, or have you invoice them. You can use this internally as well. And configuration. Here's where you will find your profile, any documentation you're asked to upload, such as certifications, requirements, vaccinations, and so on. And what permissions you have, what type of work you can do, and what languages you are allowed to interpret for within the system. You can complete your profile in here, edit your address by clicking on edit right here. And complete the general overview. Now, think of this as your kind of LinkedIn general profile. So you want this to be as professional as possible. Clients or end users that you're going to interpret for do not see this profile. Only the agency that you're working with will see this profile. So keep that in mind. Let's go back to the dashboard view here and give you a quick little walkthrough here. So in here on the left-hand side on this open real estate, which you might be empty right now for you, and if it's not, that's great. You have some appointments there. You will see 3 color-coordinated status of appointments. You'll see the broadcast appointments, confirmation pending appointments, and scheduled appointments. By clicking on one of these 3 categories, you are selecting to view all your scheduled appointments or all your broadcasted appointments. This does not take you to the detailed appointment view. This overview tab is kind of like an actionable dashboard. This is showing you all your actionable and scheduled items. By clicking on any one of these appointments in here, this will take me to the detailed appointment view where I can review the details, the address, any documents that maybe have been provided to me by now. And as you can see, I don't have access to the print form, the distance, and whether I want to accept this appointment or not. So I can click on accept, and now you can see the status has changed to confirmation pending, requires signature. Click on this little X here at the top right, and this will take me back to the dashboard view. And you can see now I only have 1 broadcasted or invite available. And down here on these graphs, you'll just be able to see kind of a trend of your appointments. The log tab allows you to view all your scheduled on-site appointments in detail. The status of these appointments, you can search by duration if you want to. You can download this into a CSV file if necessary. And if you need to, you can click on this little link under the subject tab and go directly into the details of the appointment. So here's the print view of the appointment. I'm sorry, scheduled appointment. And you can see here, I have the print view now. I'm able to see that. So here's a print view I can download. Click on this little link here to download the print view. Exit out of here. And one other thing is, on this walkthrough that we saw, that little dashboard that came up and was teaching us about the platform, in the top right corner, if I click on this question mark, and this is only available in the web portal, if I'm able to click on this question mark, I can then access these walkthroughs, videos, and documentation as necessary. So clicking on this little question mark opens up those walkthroughs, such as the one we started off with, Overview Explain. And remember, I showed you a video on working with multiple language service companies. Here's the little gray silhouette where you can sign out of your account. Clicking on this button called LSCs, you're now able to see the LSCs that you're working with. And you can switch between one and the other to view their calendar. Let's go ahead and take a look at the mobile app now. All right, so I hope everybody can still see my screen. I'm going to go ahead and open up the Interpreter app now. Click on this here. Again, it takes me to the screen here. I'm going to ignore the on demand right now section. I'm going to go ahead and click on appointments. Click on appointments here. And now I'm able to see I have invitations. So appointments I still need to take action on. Accepted appointments, those appointments that I've indicated that I am available. Confirmed appointments are appointments that I am already scheduled for. And in progress appointments are appointments that are currently in progress right now. So I should actually be technically interpreting somewhere right now. Scheduled tab right here is for scheduled VRI and OPI calls. It's nothing to do with on-site. So for on-site appointments, it's this appointments tab as well as this completed tab. So these two tabs here, appointments and completed. On demand and scheduled are for OPI and VRI. Let's go ahead and click on one of these appointments, invitations. We're going to click on that and it opens up the detailed information of this appointment. I have some general information. Now, some of this information is private to me until I am scheduled for this appointment for compliance reasons. I can click on the details of the appointment and it'll give me some more information, contact information, where I need to be, pretty much anything that is communicated to me. And I can click on either decline on the bottom here or accept. It's kind of hard to see with this reflector thing here, but big green button says accept. Click on that. And you can see now the status has changed to confirmation pending. I am waiting for, and it disappeared from the invitations. It is now in the accepted tab. Let's go to our in progress appointment real quick. And one of the things you can do for confirmed appointments and in progress appointments is communicate with your respective agency coordinator. Simply by clicking on the appointment, in the top right corner, there's a little chat box. Click on this chat box, and I can say, hi, I'm parking my car, will be at the office shortly. This is real-time communication. Your coordinators will receive a notification that you have arrived and you will be at the office shortly. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and send a message back just so you can see that. Share my screen again. So I'm going to go ahead and send the message back. Hi, thanks for letting me know. Have a great day. Click on, oops, I need to select the recipient. And you'll see on my mobile phone, a little pop-up appear. There it is. I received a notification, and automatically I can see this message here on my mobile phone. Close this out, go back to the appointment. So again, click on this. You can either close out here, or you can click on this little icon. Go back. Now this appointment requires a signature. So I'm going to click on sign. And you can see it automatically pops up. Allows me to sign. And sign here. And then I click at the top, upload next. And now I need to get the requester's signature or the client's signature. Click on that, and I am now completed it. And I'll show you what that looks like on the web in a second. I'll click on the X and navigate to the completed section. So here I have all my appointments that I have previously had on site, but I haven't completed the action. Appointments that I have completed are all located here. So I can see all the history of my appointments directly through my mobile app. Any appointments that require actions are under the Action Required tab. Click on this Action Required, and again, you will see down here, confirm and sign. It's asking me to update the start time. I'm going to say it started at 10:05. Click OK. And it ended at, let's say, 11:13. Click OK. Confirm. And again, going through and signing. And now this appointment will no longer be under Action Required. It'll be under Confirmed. There it is right there. One also thing to note on the left-hand side there, or the top right, here you have all the clients that you're working with, or your agencies that you're working with. You also have the ability to access those notes. So every single note can be accessed through here. You can access individual notes on the mobile phone by clicking on the appointment, or you can access them directly through here. And settings, where you can adjust your first and last name. You can't edit anything else in here other than your first and last name. Whether you want email notifications to be sent out or not, enabled. And if you have any issues with the mobile app, there is a send log button that will send us a log and a support, so we can troubleshoot things. So if something's not working properly or whatnot, just click on that and send us these logs. This will help expedite any process and improve the application with your input. Let's go take a look at the web real quick now. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. A second. And let's take a look at the web on the Appointments tab. So this is important. The Appointments tab allows you to search for and find, filter different appointments. Unlike the Dashboard tab where you have all your actionable items, let me go ahead and switch between the LSC here. Unlike the Appointments tab where you have all your actionable items, or the Dashboard where all you have actionable items, the Appointments tab allows you to go back and filter for specific variables, such as the status of the appointment, communication type. You might have scheduled telephonic or scheduled on site. Maybe you speak a couple of languages. So you may want to filter by different languages. You can also filter by whether it's a signature. So do I need a signature? Do I still need to sign something? You can go ahead and create these filters in here for yourself for different LSCs, right? So if maybe I want to see all my appointments with all, for Plotty and Wayne Enterprise, I want to see them all in here in a single calendar. Many different types of appointments. So you can go in here and create these filters and then search for them by either toggling the month. So you can see here showing me the number of appointments I have in different statuses, and I can go down here and take a look. Now, if you don't like the calendar view and you prefer a tabular view, you can toggle that between here and view it this way. And just click on Open to open these appointments. You can also search for keywords on the appointment. And then search by a specific date range, if necessary. You also can access notes from here as well. So not just on the mobile, although it's more convenient from the mobile, you can access the notes in here. So notice how these are the notes we were just communicating with today. And you can also search and filter for notes. So if I search for code, I'm going to go ahead and find that in here. So let's go ahead and stop now. as I mentioned, this is not going to go more than an hour. We have about 15 more minutes. I want to go ahead and see if we have any questions. So the question asked if I have this app on the computer and my mobile phone, will it be synced? Absolutely, yes. So there's nothing to install on the computer. Everything is web-based. There's nothing to install. On the mobile phone, you have the iOS and an Android app that you can install. So yes, they will all be synced. So any changes I make, as you notice here, any changes I've made on the mobile phone for notes or accepted appointments, I'm able to see on the web. Let's actually go in and take a look at that scheduled appointment. We have uploaded a signature for. So here's this sign button that I mentioned earlier on the web. Click on sign, select the file that you wish to sign. Now, if you're using the web portal to sign the file, you do have to have it saved on the computer somehow. Or if you hook up your phone to the computer, and if you took a screenshot of it, you can upload a image, JPEG or PNG file of it. So somebody's asking, when is the effective date to use Boostlingo? That is something you're going to have to talk to your agency about. So go ask them when they will be deploying this. Great question, but it's something that I do not know. If you do not see your current appointment in there, we'd have to troubleshoot that and see if it's if you're able to see it on the web or mobile. Make sure that maybe you're filtering for it or searching properly for it. I would also check on the web on the dashboard and click on logs. Logs will give you access to all appointments of all time, and you can go back and select a full date range in here and see if you can see it in here. If you're not able to see it in here in any of the stages, the appointment may not have been scheduled with Boost. Let's see. I might not be able to get to everybody's questions on here. What I'll do is I'll review the questions in the next couple of days and answer you directly via email. So somebody asked physical signatures, screen signature. I'm not sure I understand the question. If you can elaborate, or we can follow up later after the meeting. If one uses multiple emails for different agencies, will that be synced? No, that will not. So you will need to use or decide on using a single username, a single email credentials to work across multiple agencies. If of course those multiple agencies are using Boostlingo, which is the precursor. So yes, you cannot, it will not be synced if you're using multiple emails. Yes, so great question. This is a little bit in the works, but you will be able to view teaming assignments, so you can see who who you're working with. That is currently available to the admins, and is something they can communicate to you via note at the moment. Uh, and we will be exposing that in the very near future as well to interpreters where there's more than one interpreter scheduled on an appointment. I believe that's coming out very, very shortly. So I'm just trying to get to everybody's question. If this is your first time logging in, go to the web portal and click on Forgot Password, and you will have to reset your password. Uh, this webinar was recorded, but we will be doing these every 3 to 4 weeks. So this will not be the only one, as we also be releasing, new features every 4 to 6 weeks. Stay tuned for additional webinars where we'll be doing more training on this. So this is recorded, and we'll be sharing this with you. So somebody's asking if we can upload expenses right now through the mobile phone. Not today, but that is something that is in the works. You can upload expenses through the web portal though. So if you log into the web portal and you go into a specific appointment, let me go ahead and show you this. So here we are, we're going to the web portal, open up the specific appointment, you go into the billing tab, you can see your rates, and you can click on add expenses and select the type of expense, airfare. You can also revise time, just like you did on the mobile. You can revise the time. Now, just simply you revising the time does not mean that it's automatically accepted. It has to be approved by the coordinator or the agency you're working with. So tracking miles, this is important because if you do not complete your profile, if you do not complete your address, we will not be able to track your miles, the distance to your profile location to the appointment. No, it is not. So somebody asked, great question. Um, if you've signed the form once, will it be an auto signature uh, all the other times? Meaning that it remembers your signature is what I'm guessing you're asking. No, it does not. And that would be kind of a security uh, issue as well, because then your signature is stored. But as an image file, I guess what you're asking for, if you can maybe elaborate a little bit. Um, but no, it does not. Yes. So as I mentioned earlier, there is a help desk, but your first contact is your agency that you're working with. We will be your first tier of support um, for any and all questions. But if you do have any questions related to the platform, you can click on this little question mark here. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. Click on this question mark here, and you can access documents, videos, walkthroughs in here. But your first tier of support or line of support will be the agency that you're working with. We'll also be providing documentation for you and troubleshooting steps necessary. But unlike the OPI VRI modules, the scheduling system is pretty self-explanatory, very easy, and there's very few technical glitches that could occur uh, rather than with the OPI VRI, you have to test the network and be in a good environment and whatnot. So it's a whole different process and system when it comes to OPI VRI. Okay, I appreciate everybody's time. If anybody has any additional questions, please. Well, one more question came in here. So we use Google Maps. That will be what will redirect you to the directions. And Google Maps will tell you if there's detours or anything else on your route. So we do not, the app itself, the Boostlingo Interpreter app does not itself tell you the directions or anything like that. We open up Google Maps after you click on the appointment. So let me go ahead and show you this real quick if everybody's still online. 1 second. And yes, you will receive email notifications, text message notifications, or mobile app notifications, depending on how it's set up. So let's go in here, open up the Boostlingo app. Click on appointments, click on this in progress here, click on that, and here's the address. I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and it's going to open up Google Maps. So you can see I'm 25 minutes away from this appointment. But our app itself is not going to be the one that will be doing the driving directions. So we use Google Maps for that, but there's an embedded link inside our app. So you don't have to, you can just click on a link for that. All right. All right. Yes, so job postings are invites, meaning that if you're invited to an appointment, it's the same thing as a job posting. Keeping the app online is not necessary for on-site appointments. Again, online, offline is an indicator of OPI VRI, so that's not necessary. Really great questions. I'm sure there will be some more questions, and we'll be doing these. Like I said, we'll try to be doing this once a month as new features are released. We also want to hear your feedback. Obviously, we want to make sure that we're, improving the app as a benefit to you to make your lives easier. We want to hear your feedback, ways we can improve it. We want to work with through our agencies on this, but any suggestions, we're always listening to things. Can't guarantee that everything will be implemented or done. There's obviously priorities and resources, but we're always open to hearing suggestions and ideas on how we can improve the mobile or web application. So thank you very much for your time, everybody. Have a great weekend. Best of your day. Thank you so much, and hope to hear from you soon. Cheers.